and let Jason Crowder start us off.
Thank you. Congratulations, Coach. What is it about second halves? Do you credit halftime adjustments? What brings that energy for the Bulldogs in the third and fourth quarter?
I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. We just started slow. I think everybody knows we want to win. We want to win. Just trying to get the kids to relax. When we start games, it's taking them a minute to just get going. I thought turnovers again just kind of set the tone for that in the first half. And we talked about that, in the second half. And then we got a little bit more aggressive, with pressing and turning them over. I went with a smaller lineup just to speed them up a little bit. And I thought that was a difference maker as well. But, it's just got to come out and relax. Again, we know we needed to win. And I think our kids just is feeling that, and we just need to relax coming out.
You mentioned the press there in the second half. Is that something that you feel like you may go with a little bit more defensively going forward?
Yeah, I think we got to pick and choose because we are, playing limited bodies. There's certain players that have to be out on the floor, so we can't press like that all the time. But it definitely was a change of pace for us. And it was something that we knew that this team who likes to press, they didn't really handle the pressure that well. So, we were going to use it at some point and we just had to pick it up, start the second half. But yes, we got to be able to have a pressure press and also a press where we can take time off the clock and get, teams in shorter shot clock. But, this team really responded the second half with the press.
And finally, will this kind of pick this team's confidence up going forward here on the back end of the season?
I think it was really good to get this win. I hope that we look at the third quarter and see that we held them to 8 points. That was a really good defensive effort there. And it's just about building on that. I thought we gave up some offensive rebounds where they just beat us to balls. I don't like that. It's things that we continue to address. And we can't do that on the road. So we'll take the positives from this and we'll look at the third quarter, especially from a defensive standpoint. We'll look at the second half because we only turned the ball over 3 times. And I thought that was a difference in the game. If we can continue to have that effort and energy and build on those things, yes, we put ourselves in a position to win games.
Thank you, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we're going to go to Robbie Falk.
Hey, Coach, how much different did that locker room feel and just being around your players after a win? Because you haven't experienced that since January 10th, I think. It's been a long time. So how much different did that feel?
Well, it feels good. A win always feels good. But, again, for me, it's about building. What are we getting better at? Because, you just got to continue to build. And that's how you build on the wins, when you are consistently building. And it starts with, off the floor as much as anything. And that stuff carries over, on the floor. But, it felt good. Felt good to go in there. It felt good to see them smile. We've just been, slowly but surely, putting little pieces together. And we haven't put 40 minutes together yet. So hopefully we'll do that. But, it feels good.
Next, we're going to go to Ben Portnoy.
Nikki, I know it's been, games being canceled aside, it's been a little bit since we saw really a full game from Rukia like that, at least offensively. Just what did you like about her performance? And it seemed like she got going a little bit earlier tonight.
I think, for Rukia, and I've said this, things will be easy for her when she dominates practice. And, and those are some things that I'm challenging her to rebound more, to defend more for 40 minutes. And I just thought there were some possessions there where she wasn't guarding, and I subbed her out, and then she came back in and, she got in the stance and then she got herself going. I think she's getting good looks, at the basket. I like the fact that she's being more aggressive. That's the other thing that I've challenged her, is to rebound and get to the free throw line. And I just want her to just slow down a little bit because, she's getting shots at the rim that, that she needs to be getting and ones. But I like her aggression. When she's aggressive, it's good. I'm always having to tell her to be aggressive, and I shouldn't have to say that to her, but sometimes she needs to hear that. But, I think for her, it's just, just both sides of the ball.
Next, we're going to go to John Sokolov.
Nikki, how kind of far away would you kind of say you guys are from what
and play against a tough, gritty, LSU team that's gonna get up in us, that's gonna pressure us, that's gonna change defenses, and we got to take care of the ball. So if we can just continue, that's gonna help us. But this will be 3 games in like 6 days. So just looking forward to see the growth in us being able to play. I think this might be good for our team just playing.
Next, we're going to go to Tyler Horga.
Nikki, we saw Madison and Jemiah play a lot of minutes without putting a whole lot of points on the board. I know what they provide, is a lot of off the scoreboard type of things, but how would you assess the way those 2 players played?
Well, I mean, Madison is someone that just gives us energy, and I thought tonight she was on the best player. She usually guards the best player. She got scored on a couple of times, but that doesn't bother her because she's gritty. I thought she missed some assignments tonight, when it pertained to the scout. And I'm asking a lot for Madison. She's a big part of our future. But I mean, I'm going to roll with her because she just plays hard. And like I said, I mean, she just gets those rebounds. And she's more harder on herself than anybody. Mingo, she was solid tonight, just across the board, just had good patience, good pace about her. She got in there, she rebounded the ball for us. She made some good passes, didn't really force a whole lot. And that's what we need from her, from here moving forward.
All right, we're going to go to Ben Portnoy.
Nikki, you kind of touched on it, but just with the fact that you do have 3 games in 6 days, and then I guess the SEC tournament soon thereafter, I guess just how important is it to have, a stretch like this for you guys when you haven't had those games and to be able to, force your kids to play against another team, that quickly on that quick a turnaround and kind of get them going again?
Well, I think for us, because we have not played, for them, it's shorter practice. Now it's just right to the point. It's the attention to detail. I think this is the part where, when you get in the SEC, and if you're fortunate, to get a double bye and you're playing 3 games, it's just really about you. And it's those detailed things. So right now, this is preparing us for the SEC tournament because it's a quick turnaround. I told our team, we can't go over every single thing that a team does. There's nothing that you haven't seen in 16 games now, that you have not defended. So it's just a matter of wanting to defending and deciding to defend. I thought we decided to defend there in the 3rd quarter, 8 points. We haven't seen that in a long time, against a team that, really moves the ball pretty well. They get the ball to their 2 good scores. So, just deciding to step up and do the things that we're asking them to do to help us win.
All right, that's going to be it for Coach tonight. Thank you, Coach.